as ready as I'll ever be.
Have you ever felt more prepared?
I've actually never felt less prepared.
Have you ever felt prepared? This is Byron Lazine and Nicole White, and you are tuned into episode 83 of The Real Word.
Word is up.
The word is up.
We're here at 83.
We've got 3 rackets. If you're new to the show, we do 3 rackets every single show. And what do you know? NAR is back in the news again. If you're a follower of The Real Word, I don't want you to think that I am just outright after NAR in any way. I'm a NAR member.
I think you have to be a NAR member.
I think I have to be a NAR member.
I think you have to pay NAR your dues.
Basically, but you know, I also, and I'm probably ethically tied to always speak good about NAR, despite the fact that I'm just more honest, I think, about NAR than maybe some of the members.
I don't think you're necessarily negative. I think you just like to bring to light where your money is being spent, because I don't think people know. So this is just another prime example, or I shouldn't even say example. I feel like this is, because this is an example, this just continues to back up your argument about,
especially when it comes to RPR. So what we're going to do today is we are absolutely going to, if you're an agent or a broker and you don't understand, maybe you just haven't done the homework of where NAR's putting our dues, this is going to be one example of, in my opinion, them wasting dues money and not having a clear plan on how to spend it.
Dues money.
So racket number 1, former contractor sues NAR, alleges as well that RPR tech is very fragile.
So what's super interesting with that headline, though, is that he was the contractor hired to...
One of 19,
yes, to produce this tech platform, and he's saying that it's fragile. So even the whole thing is very interesting,
you know what's,
and fishy and
there's...
weird.
And we're going to link this up. If you're in our YouTube watching this, if you're listening go over to YouTube and go into the description, and we're going to have this article linked. We link all the articles that are referencing any one of our rackets. This
I feel
happens
like this
to
should
be
be a
an
drinking
Inman
game.
article.
Link. I feel like you link.
Every time I say link, you drink. Link and then drink.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh gosh, we're onto something.
Nicole likes that. All right.
You like to say link. Click the link.
Click the link. Click it.
There's links.
Actually, you know what I learned? Learned? Is it learned or learned?
I don't. Learned? I'm
I
sorry.
learned.
That was awesome.
I learned just the other day by watching somebody else's.
Wait, you really thought that it was learned for a minute? Like that made sense to you?
It just sounds better.
No, it
All right,
doesn't.
so here's the deal.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to stop in the middle of these YouTube videos and say, smash that like button.
Ew.
That's what I'm supposed to say. Do you want me to say that?
Never. Please don't ever.
Hit the like button for us, would you?
Yeah. I mean,
guess it helps the algorithm quite a
I feel
bit.
like you should say learnt.
All right, here we go. Here's what we're all going to learn right now. Inman did an investigation into RPR, which is the Realtor Property Resource. We're going to tell you in just a minute how much money they've dumped into this resource.
You can't wait. That's your favorite part.
Which barely anybody uses, by the way, through NAR.
What is the
time of, let me just get through this, Nicole.
Yeah.
At the time of their investigation, at least 19 contractors from 4 different consulting firms were working on RPR, but this was after NAR had said most of the software developers were working directly for them. They weren't contractors. They were like hiring and putting together this team, but it really just ended up being 19 different independent contractors. From 4 different consulting firms. Okay. So we took a whole big diversion. I don't know why I was so hung up on that, but
you are.
Oh, because you were saying this one contractor, and I just want to make the point that this was like a collection of people, how we've gotten here from 2009 when we started funding RPR through NAR all the way till today in 2019.
I mean, you're looking at 10 years, and each year is at least 10. The highest being 23 million.
Let's go through the years, and we'll flash this up on the screen. But if you're listening, It's 2009, 12 million. The next year, 10.9. And we'll just go from 2009 down to 2019. I'm not going to say every year. 10.9 million in 11, 16.6 million, 18.5 million, 19 million, 21.9 million, 22.9 million, 22.9 million in 2016, 23 million in 2017. It went up every single year.
18.75 million, and it's only halfway. But
they finally choked out a little bit.
But it's only halfway through the year. It's only August.
That could be the funding for the whole year. I don't know. It doesn't say that. But yeah, 18.75 million in 2019. So if you're an agent right now or you're part of NAR and you're thinking, I've never even used RPR, I'd urge you to go download the app, check it out.
Well, I was going to ask you that. Is it an app? Is it a website?
Yeah, it's both. And you have a login.
It's rpr.com?
Yeah, it's either, I think it's rpr.com, or you just look up Realtor Property Resource, Realtors Property Resource. I'd urge you, go in there and play around with it. And please, in the comments, let me know if this is something that you actually...
NARRPR.com.
Yeah, NARRPR.com. Let me know if this is actually something that you would use in your current market. Would you actually... I agree that a property resource database nationally is going to happen. I agree that this is a really good resource, basically taking all the information that is living in town halls and putting it online. 100%. I just don't think people that aren't software developers should start becoming or acting like software developers. NAR, if your number one goal is to protect homeowners' rights, that's what we've always said, protect homeowners' rights and agents, right? Then don't become a software developer, okay? You're now, whether this lawsuit is even got any legs to it or not.
Well, can you explain? I don't think you really explained why he's
Let's
suing,
explain the lawsuit. So this guy, Len Komar, who worked as a contractor, one of the 19, he only worked from March to June 2017. He worked on RPR's core platform, the property database, not broker data management platform Upstream, which RPR delivered in May of 2018, 2 years behind schedule and defective. So Upstream and RPR ended up going their separate ways at the end of 2018. Anyways, he launched this crowdfunding campaign to sue RPR. He told Inman that at the time they started to build Upstream from scratch because they couldn't use a lot of the code from RPR because it was so bad. So he now is, saying a lot of bad things about RPR, whether
because he got let go.
He got let go. Now he's saying it's not because he got let go is why he's suing them. He's saying it's because they said that he overcharged for his work and that he was slanderous on his way out, which I don't know. I mean, he's got some heavy comments here. Whether it's the truth or not, whatever. We don't actually know that. What I know though is that NAR is now engaged in another lawsuit and spending a whole bunch of our money on a product that not nearly enough agents are getting any value out of. And they've created this whole entire cluster basically, of shit that now the agents, the members, the NAR members have to figure out how to clean up. Throw me a comment if you agree with that.
Which is going to cost more money.
Right.
Yeah. So they're throwing more money.
Definitely put that little screenshot of all the money they've spent in their Suave. That's what I'm really focused on. I'm not focused on this little lawsuit with a contractor. I mean, whatever it is. I'm focused on the fact that NAR needs to really define the message to consumers, homeowners, home buyers, and to their agents, and stay out of the software development game.
Well, maybe they should just rebrand the R again.
Rebrand the R. That might do it. So NAR spending money on software development is a racket in my eyes. All right. Number 2 is real estate coaching broken. What do you think the broke agent would say to that?
I don't know.
He's broken. The broke agent. You are broken. 2 weeks in a row, I think we mentioned him.
I was going to say, I was like, is he paying you for each name drop?
I know.
Wow.
If you are currently following the broke agent on Instagram, go ahead and unfollow now.
Oh.
Go ahead. No, I'm going to see him next week. All right. is real estate coaching broken? Let's just be super transparent here. We
Yes.
are in Team Plus coaching for Tom Ferry. I've also, before I got into Tom Ferry coaching, I've bought in programs from other coaches. One, I can't even remember his name. He was so unimpactful and so bad. It was
okay,
like,
so then let's not.
yeah, I can't remember his name.
Let's keep it. Yep.
He's like,
It doesn't matter.
just does road
Yeah.
shows. I've
Mhm.
never done Brian Buffini. I've never done Mike Ferry. I've talked to a lot of people that have done both of those. This article on Inman that we're referring to is from Brian Eisenhower. Brian has a company, apparently I've never heard of it, called Eisenhower Coaching. And he starts the article off brilliantly and with huge impact. Let's start with the facts. 33% of agents quit in less than a year, according to NAR. Look at that. We're really hitting up NAR right now.
You like NAR?
I do like NAR. I do like NAR.
I know
NAR,
you do.
I'm
I know,
sorry.
that's why I'm
I just
saying
don't
it.
think you should be software developers. And 87% of agents throw in the towel inside of 5 years. Okay, so we know that. Before the 5th year, about almost 90% of people don't make it. The reasons are simple. They can't make it work. There aren't enough. They aren't earning enough. They learned how to fill out a contract, but not much else. That's why real estate coaching engagements often begin in a panic, right? Makes sense.
Right.
The agent is failing, the struggle is real, and the need is urgent. Okay. So I do think that that's
I feel like you could be like a storybook reader.
Yeah, if I
Like,
could
you,
read.
Like, sit in the
If I
library.
could read.
Remember when the librarian would like hold the book?
Ness, you think
Yeah, I
I'd be
think
good at that? I think I'd be terrible.
We would definitely learnt something.
I'm the worst reader if you want to learn.
It was your expression. You were enjoying that.
I was enjoying
You were
that.
enjoying it. I could tell.
Would you agree that most agents do go hire a coach and are like in panic, like stressed out mode?
So I guess what's really interesting there, though, is that I feel like a lot of agents do probably go to coaching when it is panic mode. But at that moment, though, too, they can't even afford it. So as much as I feel like some people want to, they can't afford it. So it becomes, unfortunately, not even anything that they can do. Where obviously, if you hop into coaching when you can afford it, makes the most sense. But yeah, no, I don't. And again, I guess I can't say that everyone's in panic mode, because I feel like a lot of people within the Tom Ferry circuit have been doing it from the very beginning.
We know people that have
From the
started
beginning of their
Tom Ferry
career,
coaching on day one of being.
yes.
I mean, if you're a new agent watching this right now, I'm obviously an advocate of Tom Ferry coaching. I would urge you to get a coach on day one.
Yeah.
All right, so I thought Brian had a really good lead up into this, but then he starts talking about why most real estate coaching isn't designed to be a quick solution.
It can't be. I mean,
right?
it's not.
And he starts talking about on average coaching, you have 30 minutes a week on the phone or on some type of a Zoom face-to-face call with the client. And what he's basically saying, I'm going to paraphrase now, is that that's not enough coaching, right? He believes like that just in those 30 minutes a week, you're just putting out fires. Oh my gosh, here's my problems. Here's what's going on.
Oh,
and then
is that what happens on your calls?
No,
that's not how it's happening on my calls. I
no,
don't think.
but I'm just kind of this is a common. I'm going to give Brian absolute credit here. This is a common feeling within the industry, certainly from people who have never tasted and tested coaching, right? Like that. I'm just going to get this 30-minute call, and a lot of people have, if you run the call, if you allow yourself to take over the call, the 30-minute call, and you just spill out drama and problems, and this agent said that, then yeah, of course you're not
with your
going.
coach drama.
Our coach isn't going to allow us to go there.
No,
right?
It's definitely a waste of your 30 minutes.
But listen, there's thousands of coaches in the.
Or claim that they're coaches.
Yeah, I mean, we met a guy in Arizona, right? I mean, how would you like to get coached from him?
Oh, he's a coach?
Yeah.
Huh.
He has a coaching company.
Interesting.
That's making, off of the looks of it, lots of money. Anyways.
Well, he does well.
You have lots and lots of coaches, not the guy that owned the house.
Oh.
I mean, now I feel like everyone watching is tuning out because they're like, all right, listen.
What are they talking about?
There's a guy, Kevin Ward. He has a coaching company. That's who we're talking about. All right. Just so that everybody can have the full transparency. Anyways, there's thousands of coaches out there, or like you said, people that claim to be coaches. You can get hooked up with somebody that's just literally stealing money.
Right.
right? What I do want to make clear off of this article, because it sounds like, because Brian, you are coming from a position of having a coaching company, Eisenhower Coaching. This article is sponsored by Eisenhower Coaching. Everybody knows the big ones: Tom Ferry, Mike Ferry, Buffini, right? And everybody kind of puts that same connotation, 30-minute call, and that's it. I want to say it's up to, especially with these big coaching companies, it is up to you as the individual agent to actually come in there and be coachable. So you've got a 30-minute call once a week or whatever you've got, whatever your thing is set up for. Now you also have the opportunity to jump into those private Facebook groups and create relationships and ask questions and learn from those groups. You can also, like in Tom Ferry, I'll just speak from what we know. Tom Ferry Coaching, you can jump into the hub and you can role play off of a video call in real time. You can create a whole bunch of contacts within the ecosystem, as they call it, that allow you to build out masterminds. We've done it here, role playing in the morning with different groups, literally just sharing files of maybe
of
operational, scripts, operations of how people run teams, like endless amount of stuff. On top of that, you have the conferences where you can really dig into these relationships, maybe have meetups within your mastermind. Literally the 5 a.m. call is a whole bunch of people that are in real estate coaching, and this is now kind of morphed into its own thing, right? Like, you've got to show up if you're on a team. Let's go to sports analogies because I love them.
Oh, God.
Right? You love them. Nicole loves them too. Nicole's married to a sports coach. Like,
yeah, but I mean,
if you're, and this is why she doesn't want to hear another sports analogy.
Well, you just do them all the time. Well, I think I've heard them all. But shoot,
if you're on a team and you want to be coached by your coach, you need to show up to practice. You need to show up every single day. And if you want a little bit of extra one-on-one, you might have to show up to practice early. You might have to stay late. Like, you've got to put in the work. You've got to be like Michael Jordan. Okay, I've got Phil Jackson, the greatest team coach in NBA, at the time history. And then now I'm going to go get Tim Grover as my personal coach. Is real estate coaching broken? No, absolutely not, Brian. It is not broken. Are there broken coaches, people that shouldn't even be coaches? Oh, absolutely. I'm in some text threads where we make fun of coaching ads that come up all the time with people that I'm connected to because we know good coaching, and then we know people trying to steal money. But coaching's not broken. Coaching in any industry, in anything you do, is going to be here forever and always. It's called open growth mindset, being willing to learn, wanting to get better every single day. And I don't care what you do. You want to be a better mother. There's going to be opportunities for you to get coached, whether it's just masterminding with other mothers. See that? I went away from the sports thing there, right?
How'd that feel?
Felt really good. Throwing the mothers, get really diverse mothers in sports.
That's gonna be your Instagram
really diverse
story.
And not soccer moms.
Oh my gosh, I saw your wife put on Facebook about driving the Explorer.
Oh, yeah.
That was so funny.
That was funny.
Yeah,
that's another joke. Nobody knows what you're talking about.
It's fine.
But coaching is not broken. Absolutely not. It's up to us to accept the coaching. If you're interested in Nicole's joke, why don't you go ahead and tell before we get on the next racket?
Oh, no. Well, you drive an Explorer.
Can't throw stuff out there.
I'm sorry. Byron drives a black Explorer. And
black on black.
And it was just funny about saying how I hate having to slow down for soccer moms because I think they're cops. Like, it was
in our state of Connecticut. I don't know if this is every state, but a lot of the state police officers have these black on black Ford Explorers.
Yeah.
So I would urge everybody. Here's my little tip of the day.
Oh gosh.
Tip of the day.
Just one.
Whatever state you're in.
Us one?
Go and buy whatever car is the undercover cop car.
Do they move out of your way?
Yes.
People move out of your way?
Just get in the left lane and go 85, and everybody thinks you're a cop. They just start moving into the right lane.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Tip of the day, go buy the undercover cop car in your community and go 85. I actually have cops drive by me, and they give me the wave.
They do?
And I give them the wave.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's a racket.
It's a little speeding hack for you. If you get a ticket, do not send your tickets into the real word.
Word up.
Don't sue us either.
Okay.
All right.
Third racket.
Racket number 3, Taylor Morrison, who I follow this company. Do you follow this?
I don't.
This company on Instagram?
Though. She sounds riveting.
Taylor Morrison, Homebuilder, latest homebuilder to bet big on single family rentals. Nicole found this one off of Inman on CNBC. Appreciate the diversity of the article selection.
I'm trying really hard.
Why don't you summarize this up since you're super passionate about it? I'm super passionate about it too, but why don't you sum it up?
Please.
No, Nicole, no. Jeez,
I'm
please,
good.
you do it.
Nope. They like hearing from you. Everybody likes hearing from
Byron. Would you do something, Nicole? All right. So they're in Scottsdale, Arizona. I've been following them on, I want to say, Instagram for quite some time.
Really?
Shout out to you guys. Yeah, I really think I have. Pull them up.
I'm gonna.
And they just announced the partnership with Christopher Todd Communities, which is also Arizona, to build single-family rent-only communities. It's part of a trend, builders stepping into the single-family rental space either on their own or partnering with an established rental company. We work with some developers here.
You just like the pretty pictures?
Yeah,
a lot of pretty pictures.
I think they do good work.
Yeah,
you know, I'm not.
Pretty. Ooh, look at it's good.
They're doing a good job on IG, so check them out on IG. Maybe we'll link them up if we're super nice. We're definitely gonna link up the article.
Yeah.
Here's what I say: we work with a lot of developers here in Connecticut, and I've always, when they talk to me about the best opportunities in the market, even though this hurts our bottom line significantly, we're working on a project 66 High Street in Connecticut that is over a $60 million sellout. And when that developer asked me, what do I think the best opportunity for him is in the next 5 years? I said, go build apartments.
Yeah.
So I don't get anything out of them building apartments where when they have a development of 60 million, we're on the sales side, we get commission on that 60 million. But the best advice is the best advice. I do believe that having an option for rentals in your community that feels luxury, that is new, that is in a great location, and that also is somewhat affordable, is absolutely the right play for a lot of developers right now.
Right.
You see developers when the market's good, like now, building, can't sell them. They've opened up an HOA or whatever, and now they go belly up. I would rather them do something like this where maybe they're going to build, hold, have an investor in place where they know, hey, we're not selling this, right? And then maybe you can go, what can you do then? You could go flip the project in 15 years after you've refied it 3 times. Tax code cheat in America, you can refi, not pay taxes on it, right? And collect a monthly income. I don't know. I think it's the best thing to do in America today.
I mean, it's clear. And I think that most are agreeing with you. I mean, Toll Brothers is in on it, as well as obviously the newest member here, Taylor. I mean,
and how hard is it to find a single family rent?
That's the biggest thing is
clean.
Just right. And a lot of, and I think where it's smart is obviously they're doing this in a lot of cities, because I do think that there's a big turnover in if there's hospitals nearby, right? New residents coming in, you have these 2-year plans. But again, I do, single family, absolutely, or someone that's selling a house and just wants to move somewhere temporarily until, they find the right house. But you're seeing it a lot where even in Vermont where development is sort of slowing down, you're seeing a lot of people kind of going in that route. Again, even the Airbnb thing. I mean, there's actually some developers too that are just getting into the Airbnb game, not necessarily annual rentals, but weekly rentals, nightly rentals. I mean, there's certainly money there. People are looking for the experience. And I think that's why it's good too that there's these rentals sort of in all these cities, because I mean, if you're looking just to hop around, I think it's brilliant. It's interesting.
They're in Scottsdale. Scottsdale's, we've been there.
Yes.
It's a huge retirement community, right? So
now that's true too, because then half the year down there, half the year, right?
Maybe you're not willing to give up the home up north, and that's going to be your family home, but you're just going to rent. You've just done the math, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to rent an annual lease. I'm going to rent it literally for 12 months. I'm going to have my car there.
Yep.
I'm going to pop in and out when I want.
My clothes are there.
The other thing I think about too for these retirees, whether it's Scottsdale, Arizona, or Florida or something like that, you can go now and you want to be there. Maybe you've vacationed there once a week for the last 20 years. Now just go down and rent in that community for a year or two.
Figure out if it's the right town,
spend
right
the time,
spot,
exactly.
For sure. No, I think it's great.
So I think you'll see more of this.
Congratulations, Taylor Morrison.
Taylor, give us a.
I did it. I just started following them. Beautiful photos.
Yeah. Yeah, check them out on IG. They're doing a good job, good work. Seems like good quality, right?
Absolutely.
Nicole's
Wait a
our
minute.
quality
Did
control
we
person.
see her? I feel like I watched a video on her.
Huh.
I'm blanking. But anyway, okay.
Maybe
Not a
you've
racket.
met her. You meet a lot of
No,
really
I've never
interesting
met
people.
her. I've never met her, but
A little bonus here today.
Wait, was she at Agent 20?
Oh, she could have been.
I feel
could have
like
been at Agent 2021.
I feel like she was there.
That'd be a pretty good memory.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I would have thought. I thought you were just at the open bar the whole time, but
No,
yeah.
I was listening and paying attention.
we've got a little bonus, right?
We
Our
do.
little marketing, our best marketer of the week.
Yeah, I feel like maybe we should do that. We should do this every week.
Every week we're
Or
gonna.
maybe every week that we find one.
We'll tell you who the best market real estate agent piece of marketing of the
So
week
funny.
was.
The
So
Florida realtor, Dylan, you do the names.
Dylan
Jake. You think that's Jake?
Yeah.
Published photos from the disaster. So there was a fire at the. This guy is selling land, and on the property was a house that had caught fire. So now they're just selling the land. But what he did though was
and he literally the first photo in Zillow
included
is the house on fire.
The house on fire, and he
It's
wrote,
engulfed.
"Bring your s'mores to the campfire and build your dream home."
$99,000. So shout
I
out to
mean-
Dylan from where is he? Which
He's
market?
from Florida,
St. Petersburg.
Yes.
Shout out to you, Dylan.
Congrats.
A little bit
That
of
was
creative
brilliant.
marketing.
If anything, you got on Inman, so
Yeah. And you're on
congratulations on that.
Now you're on the real word.
You are. I mean,
Way
that's probably
better.
that's easy.
If you've got somebody that's just done an amazing piece of real estate marketing, reach out to us. We'll get them on the bonus round
There
of
it
the
is.
show.
Ooh.
Yeah, could be a new thing.
The triple racket.
Love your opinions in the comments on if you've ever used RPR. If you were listening to this, I urge you to please jump off, look at RPR. It's something that especially if you're in NAR, if you're a residential real estate agent who's in NAR, this is where your dues are going. Love for you to jump in there, look around. Let me know if you see value in it. You think I'm wrong and you think it brings you and your clients tremendous value. I'd love to know in the comments.
Yep.
And smash that like button.
Smash it.
Smash it.
So glad we learned something today.
We learned a lot. All right,
So
guys.
much.
Keep it real.
Bye.